Travelling for business was once seen as a glamorous perk, but with crime on the rise, employees are finding themselves at greater risk of falling victim to opportunistic abduction. With high-profile kidnappings like the Durban businesswoman Sandra Munsami getting attention, risk specialists are advising employees to take the necessary insurance to safely retrieve individuals who may fall victim. For more on this, I'm joined by Risk Specialist Simon Colman from Stalker Hutchison Admiral. Very good morning to you. What a disturbing thing to have to deal with. Simon, talk us through it. What's happening?
Yeah, morning, Jane. Yeah, it is disturbing. It's probably one of those things that certainly no employer wants to deal with, and definitely no parent should even want to think about, let alone get involved in. So we're seeing a massive increase in these types of events. So over the last 10 years, it's estimated that there's been in excess of 150% increase in the number of kidnap for ransom events. Of course, these numbers are quite difficult to get a handle on because, you know, the nature of the crime often dictates that it wouldn't be made known to the authorities. So those are just the reported cases. And as you said in your intro, with incidents like the Munsami kidnapping, and earlier in the year, of course, the little girl that was taken from the Vanderbijl Park High School, primary school, those things really do put this type of crime under the spotlight.
Okay, before we talk about what we can do to prevent it from happening or to alleviate the stress when it does happen, talk us through how it actually occurs and why you think this is happening. Is it relatively easy?
Yeah, look, I think we're seeing more of an influence of organised crime. So the latest reports are suggesting that the criminals are doing quite a lot of research on their targets. It's not random, you know, we're not talking about something like ransomware in the cyber environment here. We're talking about targeted crimes, often where the perpetrators are studying their victims for many months or even years before the crime takes place. And obviously it's going to be generally high-profile or high-net-worth individuals. The kidnappers want to make sure that whatever the ransom is that's being demanded, that there's some possibility that either all of it or some of it is going to be paid. So I think we're certainly seeing ourselves in a similar position to what's been going on in West Africa and Latin America for over 10 years now. Where these criminals have not just shifted to the surrounding countries around South Africa, but right within our major cities like Johannesburg and Durban.
All right, what can we do?
So there is kidnap and ransom or corporate protection insurance available to employers, and we're seeing a lot more inquiries from schools as well. So this is really insurance that, well, it certainly covers the ransom if it comes to that, but the real benefit in taking out K&R cover is that it comes with a team of specialists. So in our case, we use a company called Control Risks, and these are really CIA Special Forces individuals that get involved in the negotiation, in the investigation, and really do whatever they can to ensure the safe release of the victim. And they've been highly successful at that. So really the insurance is almost the safety net underneath these very specialized services that are offered.
And ultimately, whose responsibility is it? Should it be schools and the companies you work for? Can I take something out if I'm afraid?
Yeah. I see that it is becoming more available to private individuals. Historically, in our business, certainly we've sold the product via insurance brokers to companies. So particularly businesses that had individuals traveling across the continent or into other countries around the world. You know, the risk was always perceived to be greater outside of South Africa. I think the shift obviously is now businesses are going, well, actually, it's not just our people that are traveling abroad. We need to be protecting the ones that are here too. So the insurance is purchased by the business. As I said, the inquiries are coming in from schools now because of this recent spate of events. The responsibility would normally lie with the employer in a business case And then, of course, the school can offer it to the parents, but of course, nobody's forced to take any type of insurance.
Goodness me, you do wonder when the horrors in this country will stop. Simon,